I guess you got to try to market, and you got to do a lot of knocking on doors to the companies. I mean, that's what the big folks do. That's what the big players do. Andrews Hauser, they call you up on the phone, and then if you're not interested, they say, no, I'm really not interested at a time. They'll cold call, meaning they'll knock on the door of the company and says, I think I have an appointment with Gary or something. And then they call me up and they says, but then they're already here. I said, 5 minutes. Let me see what you got, and then I bring them in.
Right. Yeah, but when you bring someone in like that, when we talk about Andrews Hauser, so they're not just selling you pressure, they've got temperature, they got dew point, they got density, they have all these other measurements as well. I mean, how attractive is that versus just someone like us who just peddling a pressure transmitter?
Well, it's very attractive. Just like Omega, the catalog, Omega.
Right.
We go and look for stuff like that, and then it's an easy shop. You don't have to go through all of that. Being diversified in instrumentation in the pharmaceutical industry and the food, I say it's almost warranted if you want to be a player.
Yeah.
So that's where the play where you sell into like a VAR or a distributor.
All that, yeah, sure. 3 minutes walking in the door, like he says, right? Even with that maintenance guy, right? He wants one-stop shop.
That's it. The maintenance managers kind of want that, even if they're not even the maintenance managers. They don't do all of it. If you're a halfway decent company, they have procurement people.
Right.
I mean, we have 3 procurement people at Welch's. That's all they do is shop for components. But what you really want to do, I'll give you an insight. Let me tell you applications first, and then I'll give you insight. Give me another minute. Applications for pressure transmitting, clog monitoring, flows for liquids, obviously, bulge forming processes, injection molding, casting equipment, boilers, furnaces, vacuum cookers, our acid, color, and flavor pumping systems, filling equipment, pressure feed of raw materials, and then we also have working with pressure transmitters, pressure switches, 24 volt, 45 volt at 150 milliamp. So that's some of our applications that we have. Because for a candy mask, we got vacuum cookers, and we put in acid, maltic acid, color flavoring, pumping systems, and we do filling and stuff like that for the juices. So PTs are all over the place in our company. I don't even know. We have to have. Oh my God, we got to have at least 100, 150 PTs throughout everything.
Throughout everything, right?
Mhm.
And it's mostly 4 to 20 milliamp.
24 volt and 4 to 20. Mhm. Yep. Yeah, 4 to 20 is stable. 24 volts stable. So that's what we use.
Any heart-based product line in there?
No.
Okay. So the 4 to 20 still dominant.
Mhm. And
how about fittings such as like the King gauge and Cherry Burrell receivers that go into the actual batch tanks themselves? Do you see a lot of that stuff?
Yeah, 10 years ago. Now they're changing that. They're changing those bolt fittings and all that stuff like that now. Those fittings are being changed.
Right, because that's kind of what some of the space we get now is, a lot of our sanitary stuff is based on those King 1777 receivers and some of those Cherry Burrell receivers in those tanks with those nut retainers. And it seems like, guys just kind of keep on coming back to us, repeatedly for that stuff. Because I just don't think there's a lot of guys making those anymore.
Well, no, that's right. Then keep that in your repertoire. But eventually, Cherry Burrell, those type of connections are going to go away. There's DCI and Walker and all those other guys that make other tanks. They're not making those kind of connections anymore.
Yeah, and those connections are what? Just going to be tri-clamps?
Yeah, it's going to be just tri-clamp or ferrule nuts and females and stuff like that. That's it. There's no new type of, they don't use Vitalic or anything like that. That's all. It just has to do with sprinkler systems. It's not sanitary. Mm-hmm. So they even took Buna. You know how your tri-clamps got the Buna? They took that away. FDA said that's no longer sanitary.